Alrighty, let's do it. Let's get it popping. What's up, everybody? Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? I know this was a rise and grind stream. I don't usually stream this early. I get it, Juan. I barely scratched and sniffed. You know what I mean? That's all good. Let's see. Let's get this lined up here. Okay. So, as per the title, what we got going on today is an RGH 1.2 that I've had on the back burner for a long time, and I haven't gotten around to. Hold on 1 second, I'm messaging customers. Make sure to... It's currently on... Yeah, it's this customer with a Nintendo Switch Lite. And after it had an issue where the battery was draining super fast. And after swapping out the battery, it was still draining really fast. And I'm thinking it's like a calibration issue, and which a lot of people don't know you can do, but you can calibrate the battery. Like there's like an official Nintendo web entry about doing it, but it takes like a few hours every time, and they want you to do at minimum like 6 cycles, where you basically charge the battery up to max, and then let it dissipate on the home screen, and then charge it up to max, and let it dissipate on the home screen. And each cycle for it to charge and discharge takes like 5 hours, 6 hours. So it's originally I thought the console would be done on Tuesday, but we're on Saturday now, and it's just a process of me charging it up and discharging it, charging it up and discharging it. And I think I'm on cycle 5 or 6 now, basically towards the end. Alright. I like it. It's a spicy one. Thanks, man. Yeah, still working on getting more shirts made. This is like that initial prototype shirt. I don't know if I've like shown it off, but the back of it's really cool. It's like kind of cool to have the symbol like large. I still need to make a post about that. Like I've taken these pictures like shoot, way back in like April. I haven't made a post about it. But thanks. Hopefully soon, I'll be able to send shirts out. Especially to like, I was talking about it last night with my dad about like having a way to reward people who are constantly like in the stream, like Yuan or Yank. Um, I think that would be cool to have some type of way to like send a physical item. And let's say I do a giveaway again, like my once a year or twice a year giveaway, like having that item gives you like X amount of entries or whatever, like something crazy. I don't know. I'll try to figure out to make it not too unbalanced, but balanced, but reward those who are loyal to the stream and like actually tune in or at least consistent with the stream. Alright, so RGH 1.2. Timbo TK. Hey man. Hey Timbo. Okay, so let me go over this. I think this will be easier to go over with the overhead cam, so we're gonna switch. Before then, morning water sip. Ooh. Yeah, but I don't want to join your stream for an award. I join it because it's entertainment. It really is, but I respect your logic. Yeah, man. Just remember, Juan, it's not about you, okay? It's not about you, Juan. I'm playing. It's about what I want to do. I'm playing. Nah, I understand that, and I respect that a lot. But it's just something like, I don't know. I think it'd just be cool. Like, it's a cool thing, right? Like, we're kind of. I always like to run things based on incentive structure. Not like anybody needs it. Same thing with like Chipotle, right? It's like I'm there anyway, might as well get the points type of deal. But I appreciate that one. Thank you. Alright, let's transition to the overhead cam. And then I can do a breakdown of all this material on my workbench right now. Excuse me. So, a while ago, I'm talking way too long ago, I initially worked on this Xbox 360, and this is an Xbox 360 like original Elite, not like the Slim model or the E model. And the thing is, it's a lot more involved to like RGH mod this thing, which is an RGH mod is basically like a homebrew or jailbreak, as some people say, that just allows you to unlock potential on your Xbox 360, allowing you to play from backups, allowing you to run like custom software, different things, emulators, blah blah blah. So there were some items that I didn't have at the time that you need apparently to do this mod. So finally got those parts in, and finally, got reminded to do it because the customers like pinged me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So for situations like that, I have a procedure that I'll follow, but that's where we're at with this thing in particular. I forgot I bought so many components for this job, like all these resistors and diodes. Put them over here. It sounded like a wrestling promo. It's not about you, Juan. Actually, it does, like a exhibition match. That's funny. So where I left off was basically I did the mod as if it was an RGH 3. And what ended up happening is it didn't work. I wasn't able to access the NAND flash for whatever reason. So today is going to kind of be a less straightforward stream. It's going to require me to kind of figure this out as I go. But I don't expect this to be too difficult. Because if it's just tacking wires in certain positions and then trying to connect through USB. Never noticed the orange turtle on your desk? Oh yeah. We have a wolf, a 3D printed wolf that's howling. Yeah. We have a turtle that I think my mom got when she traveled. So, and then these little guys too, these little like seashell mice looking things that are made out of seashell. Just cool little trinkets that my mom picked up from her travels. I just have them there. If you want one, you can name them. What do you think the turtle's name should be? Shess, wait, Shessel? Shesley? Wait, how does that? She sells? I don't. How would that sound phonetically? Cecil or Walter? Yo, Walter sounds pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Man, my allergies are kicking my butt this morning. Okay. Alright, let's get started. I'm gonna pull up a couple guides that I found a while back and see what we can do today. See if we can get this RGH mod done. And then at the end of the stream, I'm gonna probably have to end the stream around like 1:30 Eastern, because, and that's another reason why I'm starting earlier, is because I have a consultation at someone's home, so an in-home consultation. I don't get them too often, but you know, it is something offered by the business, so you have to show up for those. Show up and show out. And the mice should be Winston. Okay. Could you do like each item and then an equal sign and then a name? So the turtle's Walter. So we have Walter. Let's see, and Winston. And the mice should be Winston. So they're both Winston, like Winston 1 and Winston 2. The Winston brothers. Alright, experience 360. RGH, not 2. Man, I really wish this thing was like RGH3. Turtle equals Walter, mice equal Winston, wolf equals Harold. These names. Alright, bet. I'm gonna write these down. Alright, we need to record this information. So we have the turtle is Winston. Is Walter. Turtles Walter. Mice are Winston. And wolf equals Harold. Alright. Bet. Got it. We got it locked in. We're locked in. Let me see if it'll focus up. Okay. Let's continue onward. See if I can see, and nobody typically does the mod on these older 360s from what I'm seeing. Everybody wants to do the RGH3, which is like on the slims typically. This console is like a Jasper. RGH 1x2. let's see. So first we need to figure out exactly, here, let me see if I can share my screen. That way you guys can see what I'm looking at. So I already know that this console is a Jasper, which means it's just like a nomenclature that's used to identify which board you have. And like what method needs to be done. Okay, so this is still for RGH 3. Let's see. RGH 2. Ooh, hour-long video. Hey, they don't just have a written guide? Okay, I think this is the one I found back when I was looking at this. But the blue guy works great. So I can just you can sell your heat on a Pistons F for a few bucks and pick up a Slim or a Falcon. But don't bother trying to mod others. Alright, we're already there. Here, let me go back to just chatting. Wolfpack trinkets, book it. Hey, it is booked. It is logged. Soldering NAND reader wires, we already did that. Test boot after installing. Alright, so install. Okay, see these are the things I needed. Were these like mod chips? Like a glitch chip and a... I already had the flasher, but I ended up getting a separate flasher just to make sure like it wasn't what I was doing, because in particular that one is based off of a Pico boot that you turn into a flasher versus having one that's already made for that. Doesn't make a difference, I doubt it, but I just wanted to have it just in case. For these types of experimental streams, I like to have more than less. And you ship these things, boy, oh boy. Let's get back over to it. He said, why does the customer want to modify the 360 if you don't mind me asking? To play downloadable games? Well, I don't really know. So for me personally, when it comes to kind of this realm of modifications, just as a whole, to kind of stay above board, I don't provide any games or anything, but I'll do the mod for people, so whatever they do after that is kind of on them. Because technically it's not illegal to do this, but if you're just downloading games from the internet that you don't own, then that's illegal. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm assuming they maybe have a large library, because like I'm trying to think of why I would use it. Like being a collector, like when you have so many games, it's kind of annoying to have to swap discs after a while. I know, first world problems, but that's why I would do it. So that's my assumption. Maybe there's some games that are delisted that you can't play any other way, like from the Xbox Live Arcade. This would allow you to do that, I presume. Alright, so here's PCB. Okay, it's supposed to be broken like this. Oh, this is an interesting board design. What? At least we have the PCB that we need. Cool. I really don't mind swapping discs as part of the physical copy nostalgia experience. Yeah, I can see that. Especially with like cartridges. Well, like for me, because I have my cartridges kind of like in a storage spot, Like I ended up getting one of those. Okay. I ended up getting one of those like Nintendo 64 flash carts. But I own all the games that I have on there, and like I could prove it at any time. It's gonna take some digging, but I could prove it that I own those games. And so, you know, it's just a convenience thing. It's just a convenience thing, I guess, for some people. And then for others, they like the swapping of discs. Okay. Alright, let's see where I can pick up from where I left off exactly. Because initially I was doing this mod as if this console would work with RGH 3. But I found out, unfortunately, I have to go the RGH 1 route, which is just a different method. So, it's Matrix Glitcher. You know what? Let me take this thing out of the package. So, Matrix Glitcher, which I have. Cool. And it seems to be pretty similar layout, so that's cool. Nice. I wonder if this needs to be like permanently installed to the motherboard. Okay. Oh man, he doesn't have an installed guide. It's all installed videos. Dang, man. Alright, let's see. It's kind of blah when you start your Series X or PS5. It's straight to the game. It becomes like regular thing to become comfortable with. A lesser experience. We need to be blown away, lol. We old man. We old man. I hear you. Yeah, there's times where I like swapping cartridges and whatnot. I don't know why, but particularly with like my handhelds. So like if I'm taking my 3DS on a trip or my and I'm taking DS cartridges with me, I like to, you know, have that old style experience. Yeah, this video is going to be a little bit slower. I wish there was just a step-by-step guide. Then I didn't need the video. But I think I still have my NAND. So basically, the process is, like at a high level, is you attach wires that allow you to read straight from the console's flash storage. You make a backup of it, and then from there, yeah, 3DS is goated. Come on for Facebook because she couldn't get a Switch for her son, so I gave the handheld for free with 4 games so he could have an amazing birthday. I do miss my 3DS though. Dang. Dang, man, respect. I appreciate that. That's cool that you did that for that kid. Just get on with the... Okay, I might undo what I did, unfortunately. Ah, that's annoying. It's never fun having to undo what you did, but... I mean, do I really need to? I don't think I need to. I think the wires are tacked in the same spots they're going to be tacked in. I already like ran the wires with the components on them and everything. Yeah, 3DS is probably, not probably, it is my favorite handheld for sure. Okay, they give you random header. me see if with what I have I can read anything from the NAND. And if not, then I'm going to have to swap it around. So it picks it up. It detects it. I heard my computer make a little noise. Like a USB was inserted. Big old Chongus brick here. WordPress wisdom. Why is Arduino Nano not used? Good question, WordPress. I think it's just a factor of the guide I found didn't use a Nano. They had a Pico. This guide is old, so maybe that's why. See, this is the issue I was having. I can't read from the NAND from this thing. Let me see if it's something I'm doing. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the Pico flasher and get the NAND flasher in there. The NAND X in, instead of this custom Pico. Which is unfortunate, so I'm going to have to desolder some wires, but it's no big deal. It's just some wires. Where are my gloves? There they are. Actually, let me get flux on all the positions. Hopefully I don't need to remove the resistors and diodes I installed. That would suck, but if I have to convert this thing back, it is what it is. Alright, let's get these wires removed from the previous attempt. Alright, we can get this jumbo wires out of here. use this guy. Of course, he uses a different USB cable. But I have plenty of those USB cables because I bought some fresh ones recently for my PS3. I just hope they have data lines. Sometimes they be cheaping out and don't give you data lines on some of these cables. Alright, that's good. Alright, thankfully here he has reference pictures, so that'll be nice. Okay. So blue and green go there. Let's make it more interesting. See, green goes further back, so let's do that. So I'll do the green wire first. Are these pre-tint? Oh, nice. They're pre-tint. Alright, and then let's get the blue wire in. Cool. So our blue and green are in. Now we need to do the rest of the colors. There's only 5 more wires. There's 7 wires total. And I do appreciate that this kit has all of them pre-cut. When I was doing it at first, I wasn't sure if I had to route it somewhere, so I gave myself extra length. But after basing it off this kit, I definitely had way too much. Did not need that much. So now a little bit more. This is where we're going to be operating. Right here. So we have a black, brown, red, orange, and a yellow. I think I'm going to work from the top down just to make it easier for me. So the first one would be yellow. Yellow, then red and orange. Orange, then we have black and brown. What does Elite RGH do? So the Elite is just the type of Xbox it is, like the older style Xbox 360 Elites. The RGH mod allows you to essentially jailbreak, homebrew your console to allow you to do custom things with it. So you can play games off of backups or run emulators. games you have. Honestly, I should probably do this with my own personal one, because being a collector, when you have a lot of games, man, and sometimes they're buried, or hard to get to. Thankfully, I have an inventory. I use GameEye, but man, still a pain to get to the game sometimes. So it's nice to just have it all in one spot. Oh, that's sick. Yeah. In fact, I can see this market getting bigger. Like, I've already been like buying a bunch of Xbox 360 S's because I think those are the best ones. Surgical precision. Hey, Mike. That's what's up. Dang. How you doing, man? Good to have you here. This fine morning. I don't even typically stream this early. That's crazy you're here. Alright, let's see if we can read from the flash now. Okay, it's connected. Make sure not to tug on these wires. Let's get my USB cable in. And let's see. Alright, cool. Let's see if we can read from the flash. And I will screen share with you guys. Alright, put this here. It's not found. Let's see. Console type. I have no idea. I thought this thing was supposed to tell me. I'm pretty sure it's a Jasper. Well, I know it's a Jasper. I think it's Jasper 16. See, I wasn't even getting this option before. You know what? Let me rerun this. Just to refresh the screen prints. Device not found. Device not found. Device not found. Let me see if there's something I am doing incorrectly. I had to stop in and say, what's up? You need to get a Dexter apron for doing these repairs to go with the gloves. I like that. That's a good one. You know, that's a show that a lot of people told me I'd like, but I just never got around to watching it. I might have to pick that up. Let's see if it'll do it. Oh, well, yeah. Of course it's not going to see anything if I don't have it freaking connected to power. Forgot I disconnected it from power earlier. Alright, let's get the J runner back up. Well, let's see. It's the best for eight seasons on Netflix, newest 3 on Paramount. Gotcha. Alright, let's give this console standby power. I'm just gonna connect the power cable to the motherboard. It doesn't need to have its power button pressed, just standby power. Standby power mode, that's like how you're able to turn the console on with just like your controller, because it's always in standby mode once you connect power. I forget the voltage of standby mode. I think it's like only 5 volts or something real small. And then it has like a MOSFET that switches it up. Alright, let's try now. Let's see if I can get any data readout. Still nothing. Manually selected, nothing. Usually you can auto select with this button here. Now I'm going to see about getting an older version of the software just to help me follow along with the video, but I wouldn't think I need to. Alright, let's proceed. Let me see if I can figure something out here. Okay, so that's just a reset. Really suck. I think if I removed any components or if I just tacked wires down, because then I could just lift them and it won't be like that big of a deal. Alright, let's see. I'm going to basically get this console back to its completely original state before I tacked on some of these mod wires. And these heat sinks make the board stand up so high. I want to use my microscope. Let me see if I'll be able to. Be easier to lift from there. Okay, that connection has been removed. Let's see about this one. That one's been removed. think that's all of it. Blue wire, yellow wire. It's been removed. Technically, it's not going anywhere now. Okay. So now the console's back to its original state electrically. I'm going to try this again. Just for my own sake, I kind of want to verify this thing is getting power. Like, I'm not wasting my time here. But I did turn this console on when I first got it. And I could refer back to the video. That's why it's really nice to record stuff. Well, let's read some voltages. 5 volts is present. Okay, so I do get 5 volts on pin 8 from this power supply. Okay. Alright, how about now? Then I can't read anything. What am I supposed to do if I can't read anything? Let me see if I can get his version of the programmer. Yeah, this one's gonna be fun to try to figure out exactly what is going on. I feel like I don't know why exactly I'm not able to read the flash, but I'm going to figure it out. Plugged into the wrong slot. try. I think this is it. No, they're not even the same header. Yeah, so you can't put it in the wrong spot. Gotta head out, but I hope you have a great weekend, Jeff. Thanks. Appreciate it. And you as well. Make sure I'm not missing any chat messages. You know what? Let me Let me get my little test TV, because I want to see if this thing is pushing anything to the screen via HDMI. Need to get another power strip underneath this guy. Let's see, what could I disconnect? Right. Nothing really I can disconnect, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab an extension cable. Alright, we have an extension cable. Okay. I wish I had like a little chair or stool or something. Alright, let me grab an HDMI cable. Okay, turns on just fine. What the heck? Oh wait, make sure you guys can see this. Okay, console turns on. It turns on just fine. It's not broken. It's not broken. I just can't connect to the freaking flash chip. But I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm going to see why. Like what? My wires are soldered all into the correct places. I'm literally following the guide. I go to do it and nothing. I wonder if there's something else in particular. I know there's, because of different versions of the motherboard, you may have to do something different. let's see. I didn't think I need the matrix glitcher just yet. Excuse me. So these are both glitch chips. Okay. Double check my wiring is good. Which I'm pretty confident that it is. Brown, orange, yellow, black, red. Does the flasher need to be programmed first? Two dashes. This is a Jasper unit, which is what I recall from before. Man, I don't want to call it for this thing. I don't want to. Shoot, even at this point for this customer, I would like buy a separate console, a Slim, do the RGH 3, and give them that. And be like, hey, I'll trade you. I'll take this one, give you that one. Okay, so we know we have a Jasper, 1000%. Pull up my J runner. Start. was trying to do some digging, and trying to figure out exactly why. Even though this console boots to retail software, I'm unable to read the flash. There's no shorts on that side. Hate for that to be the reason, man. I'm starting to think it has something to do with the flasher. Like, he doesn't even, like, nobody even sells that anymore. Let's see if I can find an older version of JRunner. What an early stream. Hey, Montreal. Yeah, I don't normally stream this early, but I was like, you know what? I need to, because I have a consultation later today that I have to get to at 2 p.m. It's something new. Yeah. I'm doing a Ethernet hardwire for a customer, and so I'm going to their residence to just do a consultation and figure out exactly, give them an estimate. And because that's at 2, I figured, let me stream since that's in the middle of the day and I'll be on my way out. And I have to go stop by another spot to see about a phone repair. Let's see, JR Programmer software.
another. I'm starting to think it's the flasher I'm using. So it's two different flashers I've used. And apparently maybe the issue lies with them. Maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a driver issue. Let me see. Let me try to run and install these drivers, see if that makes a difference. Okay. Let's restart. Let's see. Oh my freaking gosh, it was driver issues. Oh. Alright, so we got it figured out. Jeez Louise, man. Here, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to share my screen. So here, I'm going to restart the program. All I did was install drivers that I got from NandX, or Weekend Modder. He's the guy who made the guide. One thing I noticed that's different is right here it says NandX now. So I guess it just didn't have its drivers installed. Boy, oh boy, man. The simplest things. It can be the smallest things that wreck you. Okay. So now that's installed, when you click this question mark, it's supposed to just tell you what the console is, and now it can read the console. It's a Jasper, Trinity 16 megabyte, CB version 6754, which it'll already switch to. So nice. Now we can read the NAND, make a backup of the NAND, move forward with this mod, this RGH 1.2. Alright, let's do that. So let's see about moving forward, and then we're going to proceed with any soldering that we need. Thankfully it's a 16 megabyte, so the NAND read should be pretty short. Alright, let me read the NAND. Okay, so that's going to take a little while. I might do 2 reads, but it's going to take a while. It's going to be a few minutes. So here, I'm going to show you guys what it's doing. So now that I'm reading the NAND, I'm just waiting for this progress bar to increase. It's going through every register of the flash and reading it, and then I can make a backup. So if anything goes wrong, I can just inject the old backup. Like if anything gets weird, glitched out, fails. Feels good too. Hey, it's Stan the Man. Oh, I forgot the L's. LL Stan the Man, LL. What's up, Stan Liggity? How you doing today? Good to see you, man. Or have you in the chat. One of these days I'll have to go see you soon. It's been a little while. Dang, that was getting under my skin. I'm not gonna lie. That joke was pissing me off. I'm like, yo, the console boots just fine. Now I'm worried that like my Pico boot, maybe there was nothing wrong with it. Maybe I just needed to maybe reinstall the flash, but I did that already with this one. So I'm not entirely sure why it didn't work. I mean, all these solder connections are good. This one's a little wimpy, but it's still connected. I could tell you was stumped, Lo. Glad you figured it out. Thank you. How long you been watching? Watching me struggle, I should say. Nice. So it takes 2 minutes to dump the flash. Wait. Oh, it's reading it. Now it's dumping it? Oh, this must be like an auto process. Okay. That's fine. Like a good 45 minutes? Dang! So you've been here for a minute. That's what's up, man. Thank you. I appreciate the support. What you got going on today? Were you at work, or you chilling with the fam before work, or service, or drivers, man? Drivers. Always install the drivers. The crazy part is this thing doesn't even link you to a website. It says tutorials, guides, and videos. This doesn't say anything about drivers, man. Come on, guys. Team executor, what are you doing? Y'all supposed to be the top blokes. Alright. Now I feel like the rest of it should be pretty smooth sailing. I just don't want to disturb the console right now while it's reading the flash. That's how you brick a console, is you disturb it while it's doing any flash read writes. About to get ready for meeting. Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all got meeting on Saturday. Is that a modded Xbox? It's about to be when I'm done with it. It's my first time doing a modded Xbox 360. I started on it like months ago, but I just parked it. And then recently the customer messaged me and I'm like, oh snap. So this job is probably gonna get on the hey, don't worry about it kind of job because of how long it's taken me to get it back to them. But yeah, this Xbox 360, when I'm done with it, should be able to play backups and like nice. It compared the NANDs, so it does it automatically. That's really cool. The software, it dumps it twice and then compares them to make sure it got a good read, that it wasn't like crappy. Alright, so I'm gonna back this up to a zip file. Just go to my desktop. Let me say Jasper Xbox 360. I think it is a 16 megabyte and dump and backup. I gotta figure out how I want to name this. I'm thinking just backup's fine. I gotta save. Let me read it. Let me read the files. Just file explorer is fine. Alright, so we have 2 NAND dumps and a checksum. Good. And you can tell they're identical by looking at the memory sizes. At least that's what I do whenever I get new software at like my day job and I want to compare it to the old stuff. I just check. Yeah, Stan, I think in the future modded Xbox 360s are about to be top tiggity tier. I'm already trying to like scoop some up while they're cheap, just so I can have a few. Because I feel like given another 5 to 10 years, they're gonna be insane as more of them die and leave the market. Yeah. All right, so let's go back over to the overhead cam and let's see about continuing on with this guide here. I mean, this is a goated guide. I had to figure out that troubleshooting. If someone ever watches this VOD, they'll be able to know, like, hey, make sure you install your drivers on your flasher, your NAND X flasher, your brand new NAND X. And I'll never have to do that again now. installing the glitch chip and get this console ready. Alright, so next is the installation of the glitch chip. Okay, so we don't need standby power anymore. We do have our NAND backup, so now I can feel confident, like if anything happens, we'll be good. Here's the glitch chip that I'll be installing. So this will be cool to get installed. Matrix, they call it the Matrix glitcher. And then I have a Corona postfix adapter, but I don't think I need this because this is not a Corona console. This is a Jasper, which we discovered confirmed. We can already guess what it is based on some things like looking at the power plug and if it has an HDMI port, things like that. But once you read the flash, the console is going to tell you what it is. You can't change that. Sorry, we can go ahead and disconnect our NAND flash for now. We can disconnect this boy here. Oh, this thing gets a little warm. Okay, that's cool. Excuse me. Onward. Alright, let me pull up that picture. I'd rather have that picture. I like working off of written guides, me personally. I'm not a huge fan of having to follow a video guide, but that, again, that's me personally. Because a lot of times it's just like, you know, I like to go at my own pace, and I like when they're written out with good detail versus like, you know, someone's showing you in a video. But I guess if you're not used to soldering, it's nice to have the video, because then you know, like, oh, exactly, you can learn like soldering arithmetic. But nah, I prefer written guides. Alright, let me recover my stream here. It got a little disheveled when I was looking things up and get my OBS back up. Alright, cool. Alright, now that that's all back up, let me get back to that RGH one. Not guide from my boy Weekend Modder. It'd be cool to meet some of these guys, man. And it'd be cool in the future if I develop some guides. I'm really looking forward to potentially doing that. Excuse me. Because it covers the Okay, so mine has the oscillator, which I guess I didn't need that. Dang, that sucks. So that means I paid extra for this oscillator and I didn't need it. I mean, the component's probably 10 cents, but they probably charge you like mad extra. It's identical. The only difference, it seems, is there's no oscillator. Yeah, it's literally a 5 cents difference. But why do you need this oscillator? Like, when is it required? That'd be cool to know. For a Corona muffin install. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the oscillator. Offer the option on the right to program the T21. So find that one gives great performance on both Falcons and Nationals. Oh, that's cool. He tells you about how to basically get it to work like a... Oh, so there's just a 0 ohm jumper resistor that they put along with the oscillator. So I'm just going to remove that resistor, basically removing that short and breaking that circuit, breaking that connection. So let's go over to the microscope cam and I'm just going to remove it. And I'm not worried about losing this component. Like if I took off the oscillator, it would suck because it's like, dang, you know, you're removing a whole component that's useful versus a little 0 ohm resistor that you can basically make a solder bridge and it does the same. Well, that's exactly what it is. It's just a short. So, alright, let's see if I can get this guy in focus. So this little resistor between D and E is what I will be removing. So you already know, let's get that flux. Let's flux it up. We gonna run it up. We gonna run it up. You know, I'm gonna approach it from this angle, like this. Let's get it in frame, right there. Oh, right there, right there, right there, right there. Something my cousins say. Just, oh, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Alright, let's get this thing removed. There, boom. Just heat up both sides. Alright, let's get this little resistor off my soldering iron. Mink. And boom. No more resistor. It's all my tweezers now. So that takes care of that. Put that in my lead waste container. Alright, cool. Here, just to be nice, I'm gonna clean this thing up. Because I don't like gloops of flux lingering unnecessarily. Damn, where's my... Damn, throw it away, huh? Okay. I'm glad that he put that, because I'm sure he knows people are going to buy one or the other. Okay, so let's with the oscillator. Let's go to the listing without the oscillator. Between D and E. Oh, wait, let's go back to overhead. Disables the crystal oscillator, makes the chip function just like one without it. Nice. Okay, so I already did that because we don't need it. With any number of possible programs on the market, we've had a lot of folks buying the program and still ordering their chips pre-programmed. If you order a programmer, just program them yourself and save yourself $1 fee. Okay. But the link is broken. Alright, let's see here. Is this with oscillator? Alright, so he likes putting it, he mounts it. Alright, let's get the motherboard back in here. Looks like he likes to mount it. Yeah. He likes to mount it on this guy. Excuse me. See, a little over to the right, lined up there. So I'm gonna go get some double-sided tape. Which, do I still have it here? No? Okay. I guess I'll put my double-sided tape elsewhere. Oh, here it is. Alright. Dang, it's already 12:30? Holy moly. It's really just that upper section. Yeah, my brother Richie put me onto double-sided tape. Fire. Even though, like, it makes so much sense to use. But it is a good option. It is a great option. Let's really get that on there. Man, I hate when it has this overhang, man. It's the one thing I can't get the skeezers right exactly where I want them. Oh yeah, that's better. I got the skeezers where I want it. Okay. Let's do the same thing over here. Man, a chill Saturday stream, taking an Xbox and making it more useful in 2025. Imagine that. Xbox 360. Alright, let's go ahead and clean our mating surface. Can never have too much prep. Very simple thing to do. Let's peel this off. And then let's try to do it once. Just one time only. Ball so hard. Bam! How's that? Nice and crispy. Alright, so what we need to do, we have a solder bridge that we need to make. We have a short that needs to be made on this guy. So we're going to do that. Here, let me bring this out. Right here, we got a short we need to make. Let me double check. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that solder bridge, aka that short between those two pads, a jumper, it's also called. So we're going to do that. jumper there. Then we're gonna add solder on the pads that we need to add solder, which is VCC, ground, A, B, C, I think an F. No D and E. Oh, my bad. Didn't have it in frame. Zoom out a little bit. So what I did was I was just adding solder on the pads where we're going to be tacking wires. Let me reduce the heat on this guy. Let me add some more solder on C just to get full coverage. Hey Tina, good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you being there. Hello, hello. Alright, so now that we have that done, we have our pads tinned and our bridge made. Let's go ahead and add our VCC and our ground. Let's get those two connections taken care of right now. It seems to be the next steps in this guide. So VCC is just right of one of our flash wires. So we're going to move this down here. And we're going to clear up that picture here in a moment. Coming down with the scope. It's just to the right. We're going to need a red wire. Let's see. I have 30 gauge and 28 gauge. I'm pretty sure 30 gauge would be enough. I don't see this pulling a bunch of current. And I like to work with this wire because it's not stranded. It's solid core. So I think that's what we're going to do here. So we cut off a little piece. All I really need is a little bit. Little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's see. 2 from 1, 2, so this guy. Nice. Alright. Let's tin those positions now, so it'll be easier to tack the wires to it. Cool. Ooh, back itchy. Let's get my strippers. Wire strippers, that is. Let's cut off just as much as we need to make that connection. Alright, and we're going to get this wire Boom. Alright, now how much slack do I want to leave? I think a good amount. I think that's a healthy amount of slack there. And because this run is like this, I'm just going to burn the insulation off instead of trying to get my strippers in this cramped environment. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to burn the insulation off this VCC, or this wire I'm going to attach to this VCC pad. Let me raise the scope up and zoom in maybe a little. Yeah, there we go. That'll make it in focus. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. Going to burn the insulation off. So just like that. And clean off my soldering iron. Okay, I think it's burned enough. Let me get another pair of tweezers. Boom. Insulation successfully removed. Or insulation. Not even sure what I just said right there. That's okay. Get some flux and VCC. And we're just gonna attach this pretty little wire. Boom. Now I sound like Toltec Merc. That's the homie. It'd be cool to meet him too. He's another YouTube tech repair guy. Works on a lot of PS5s. Some of the more in-depth issues. He seems like a cool dude. He works out of his garage. He's a cool guy. You can tell he's one of the vets that we're losing. We're losing all that skill. Alright, so now I need a ground. Hope my wire gauge isn't too thin, but I think it should be fine. There's no way this thing is pulling crazy amps, so I don't think it should be fine. So for this one, here, we need to go from this flange. I'm going to solder to this flange up here. This right one, this guy. In fact, let me see if I can get some solder on that boy. Now, nice, plenty. Good. Let's get my scrippers. Alright, so we're going to use this point as our ground point. Come on, cool off. Alright, cool. And then now we can attach this wire to this ground point. Just like that. Honestly, I kind of want to get it like this. That way it's like kind of tucked. Yeah, I like that better. Come from underneath. Start. Ooh, I almost touched my fingers. That would have hurt. I should be using tweezers right now, but I'm being risky. I'm risking it for the biscuit for no reason. Because there's no need for me to do that. Wouldn't be the first time though. I burnt myself with a soldering iron. Or, you know how that junk goes. Alright, solder connection has been made. Gotta be very careful with these wires. I don't want them to break. That's good. Alright, so we have a ground and we have our VCC. Let's see what's next. Excuse me. Alright. I do the B points post this. Okay. Alright, so let me see. So it's on the underside. Alright, so it's on the underside of the board. Oh, Spock Skywalker. That's a cool name. Star Wars and Star Trek combined. So I really like your soldering technique. I've been working on electronics for quite a while and always enjoy watching and perhaps learning new ways of doing things. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I don't know if I recognize your username. I think it's your first time chatting. So appreciate you being here. Nice to have you here, man. Let's see. So hopefully, and if you comment too, I'm always down to learn something as well. We usually have a whole gang of, we call them the swindlers, but it's just a bunch of us YouTubers who do tech repair. We have like a little group chat we're all in. It's funny. They call themselves the swindlers for whatever reason. I'm like, guys, we couldn't come up with a better name. Anyway, they're all good. Yeah, we're always learning off one another. I always like seeing how people do things differently. Alright, so we have a point here called FT6U1, and it's a via. So soldering the vias can always be a little sketchy because you can lift it, so you just want to be careful. And I want to double check and make sure I'm in the right position. So in comparison with this guide here, yes, that's the right one. So it's the one all the way to the right. Was originally trained in electronics by the Air Force in the late 80s. See, that's what I was just saying, Skywalker, or Spockwalker, combine the two, is that a lot of the good techs, they all came from the military. Like me working in this industry for about a decade now, going on a decade now, It's like all the people that trained me were like ex-military, ex-Air Force, ex-Army. And I, I don't know where the skill is going. I don't know if in the military they're not allowed to work on things because right to repair is jank. Um, but that's something I'm noticing. And we're losing the talent. We're losing our stars, man. I don't know if I'm like, I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm the youngest person out here doing. And we're back. That's one thing I do like about this headset is that if it goes down, it's like it only takes a few moments to swap the battery out and you're back in the game. Alright, one sec. Okay. Alright, so now we need to tack on all these wires. So we have an A, a B, ABC for matrix V1, and then F and C. And is that it? That's it in terms of wiring? Man, so all these wires I did for like this RGH3 were totally not necessary. I'm still gonna leave them on the board because it doesn't hurt. And I taped them off so they'll be insulated. They're not gonna short up against anything. Why not? Might as well just leave it there. There's nothing I'm gonna do with it. I'm not gonna reuse it. So, alright, let's go ahead and tack these other wires into posiciones. Made that word up. Yeah. Alright, so use. Let's see, what color wire do I want to use? It's literally only 4 wires. That's cool. And I have different colors, so that's what we're gonna do. So for our A connection, or I guess for this, we kind of start with the B connection. And what I mean by that is the B connection on this glitch chip. So that's the first one we're gonna do. So we need to find a way to run the wires down in a way that won't be annoying. Let me see how he runs the wires down in this guide here. Sure, there's a preferred spot. Through and pop up the other side of the motherboard. Okay. Why wouldn't he run it underneath? Oh, he does. Okay. I was curious about that.
Okay. Alright. It's literally just arithmetic at this point. I don't think I really need the guide now that I know which, well, maybe just for routing purposes, I'll refer back to it, but ooh, it's in the same spot where I wanted to run the other wire. So maybe I do need to remove these. You know what? Let me just remove them. I'm gonna remove the wires that I previously installed because I thought this was going to work with an RGH3 mod approach. That ended up not being the case, so Wolfpack, hey Falcon, how you doing? Dang, I missed most of the stream. Dang, sorry Jeff, I was busy. No worries. Hey, Russ is here. Man, you guys are all here. Here but lurking. That's what's up, Russ. Good to see you. Appreciate the lurky turkey. All good. I was able to figure out what was going on with the flasher. It was just didn't have the drivers I needed. So once I installed the drivers, I was able to use the flash strip, read the NAND, back up the NAND flash, and so now I'm proceeding with the rest of the mod once that's been vetted out. And right now I'm undoing the wires that I installed with my man, and that took effort too. Wires with the diode and resistors needed, because they are not needed for this mod, for this version of the mod, the RGH 1.2. So right now I'm just removing them. Doing good things. Hope you're doing well. Thanks, man. Yeah, doing well. Can't complain. I just got a care package from my dad the other day, or just yesterday. He in his retirement. Well, he's always had a green thumb, but he grows trees and whatnot. And this time around, his mangoes produced. His mango tree produced some big boys too, some thick mangoes. So can't be mad when you got good mangoes, you know what I mean? It's the little things, man. It's the simple things in life. I did an RGH3 on my 360 Jasper last week. Took a while, as hadn't done it before. Got there in the end though. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of, you and I are in the same boat. This is taking longer than it should because I've never done it before. And that's what comes with the territory sometimes. I wish I could have just done it with an RGH3. You know what? I probably could have. Dang, I probably could have. I could have probably RGH3'd this. It's too late now. I'm already going the 1.2 route. And I already removed everything. Dang it. I didn't think about that until just now. This old capped on tape stuff. The board. Crap. It's already like 9 o'clock.
this is the B position. Let's route this wire, tack it down, and then we can route it on the other side. You know what, man? Sometimes I wish I had hot glue. It's just quicker. You just like put some hot glue down, heats up, done. Tape works though as well. Alright. That wire run is complete. Let's go ahead and strip it back. Okay. Alright, now for this wire, let's go from here to here. This lets me know my approximate length. And then, nice. I had trouble with my JRunner on Windows 10, so I had to fire up a Windows 7 build to get it talking to the Xbox, but it glitched nicely in the end. Nice. Shoot, my issue was getting the drivers, just getting it to work. You want to talk about frustration? Most of the stream is just me looking at my screen, getting kind of salty. But I figured it out. All's well that ends well. Let's see if I can even see it at this height. Yeah, it's a little too high for my microscope. It's okay. If that's the case, then I just won't use it. Alright, first connection down. Like 4 more to go, I think. Crap, it's already 1 o'clock. Alright. 1 connection down. The B position. Now we need to go for the A and D position. Let's see how it is routed. Let's do an F next. Let's see. Alright, now I see where we need to run the next wire. This is going to be a little bit of a pain. Let me see if I can snake it through with my tweezers. It's like when you're trying to snake a zip tie, you gotta like put a curve in it. Brother. Come on. Of course, I have a nice electrolytic capacitor right in my way. Alright, gotcha. Wire threaded through. Dang it, man. Why did I say 2 p.m.? Let me see if I can delay it a little. Ahoy! Hey, Gene! Is this the F position? Gene, before you even say it, I'm not breaking anything, I promise. But we're doing an Xbox 360 mod chip. RGH mod. It's an install. Let's see if we can tuck it underneath there. Sick, yeah. Just wanted to say Sonic will be here Monday. Oh, okay. Sick. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Are you gonna open yours up? Like, I kind of want to open mine up, but then at the same time, I kind of don't. Right. Yeah? Okay, cool. Get to see you open it up. Get to see it. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we need to tack it on the other side. And I think it's a rather short run, actually. Excuse me. Just let me look at the guide. Point F. It's right above that resistor. What's the mod chip do? Basically, like, jailbreaks your Xbox 360, so it allows you to play games from backups. What else? You run homebrew, all that good kind of stuff. Okay, so let's go that last resistor and to the left. Okay, I see where it needs to be tacked on. Allow hard drive games. Yes, yes, it will allow that. Allow you to run your backup games off of a hard drive. Let's get this wire tacked in. So I had a feeling that was going to happen. And that annoys me. It's almost like I should put Kapton tape down just to insulate better. Last thing I want is some random short. Dragon Ball Z figure arts is pretty relaxing. Nice. Always appreciate Dragon Ball Z activity. But yeah, let's get this wire tacked in. And then we can move on to the next few and actually upload the payload.
Nice. Wires tacked in. Good. And I know it's insulated because I put Kapton tape underneath it, so even though I burned back some of the insulation, I don't have to worry about it shorting out somewhere. Alright, good. Alright, that's that position done. Alright, so that was so we have 2 more to run. Darn it. I don't think I may not be able to finish this on this stream because I have to break out and do that consultation I mentioned earlier. Darn it. I allotted a certain amount of time, but I didn't realize it would take me this long. Because it's already approaching 1:30 and it's going to take me about 20 minutes to get there. Where's T point? So this is point A. So I need to do another point. I wonder if I could run both of those wires in that hole. Is that what he did? Where do you run it? He went straight across, down. Okay. See what he did there. It's crazy. It's literally just like 4 wires. Okay. Let's get some more. No. Hey Juan, since you're in the Discord, you should post your figures. That'd be cool. I kind of want to see what it looks like in progress and done. If you do take pictures of it as you're working on it, I think that'd be cool. All right, let's see. What can I do? Is it just that pad on the right? Hold on a second. Yeah. So DV. It's literally just that pad. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. That makes it easier. It's a big solder pad that I can solder to here. The shadows are legit. Just me lurking.
This guy, man. Appreciate the lurking, Dad. I appreciate it. Always and forever. I appreciate it. It's like soon he's gonna have to come up with new phrases every time. Alright, we got that wire tacked in. I want to make sure I have a good connection. Nice. And we do. So we got this connection made. Keeping an eye on the imposters. Oh my gosh. This guy's Batman now. Oh yeah, that's right. I should always forget about that Discord. Or, that's right. I always forget about the Discord. Yeah. Yeah, man, it'd be cool. If you ever want to show something, we're pretty even keel in there too. Plus, I got a lot of setup I've done in there, so it's pretty good in there. Shout out to the moderators in there. Pretty sure this one's position A. Yep, it's point A, so good. We had plenty of wire. And that kind of goes for anybody. Like if you want to show something off in the Discord, we probably have a channel for you, and if not, we can make one. Go ahead and get this wire tacked in. I had to renew my sub. Those commercials are not kidding. Yeah, they get ridiculous, man. If you have a Prime sub, be sure to use it if you're on the Twitch side, because those commercials can be quite oppressive. necessary evil, though. It's a necessary evil. It helps pay for components and whatnot. Alright, so far, looking good, nice and tucked. Good. We have one more wire to solder. And then we can get on with the fun stuff. Dang it, but I might not have time. Damn. I'm just really salty about that. I wanted to make one complete cohesive video, but I scheduled a consultation for 2 p.m. today for a Ethernet drop consultation. And you know me, I gotta keep my word, man. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. What are you if you ain't got that, man? Alright, that'll be fine. Alright, let's get this last wire. It's the C wire. Let's see how he routes the C wire. Oh, he routes it right there? Oh, that's fire. Why he stop using blue wire all of a sudden? Who does this guy think he is? You can just switch up the color? You think you can just switch up the color whenever you feel like it? What the heck? What the hell? What the helly? The helly Bron James? The Heliante? The heli something? Well, that run is easy. It's like right there. Okay. Use the green wire for this one, but you know what? Just so if anybody in the future ever watches the video and see the guide, I use the exact same wires, so it should help them track it. Alright, so he went through this hole here. Ow. Man, why are solder joints so sharp? Dang. Sometimes I'm like, yo, is it that serious? Dang. My beautiful hands. That's what, bruv. The joke went right through. I might have to do a part 2 after this consultation. Yeah, I might have to leave, go through the consultation, get some food because my stomach has been growling for like the past 2 hours. Basically since I started this thing. And come back, finish this up, wrap it up like Dave Chappelle, wrap it up box, and then yeah, and then it'll be this. Yeah, I think I'll end it after tacking this wire. I should have followed the scheme. There's no reason for me to go this way. It's right there. Yeah, and I already know my end of this stream is going to be pretty abrupt. Thankfully, it's just a consultation. Basically, all I need is my eyeballs and something to write on. we just need to solder in this one. Zippity, Zippity's this doodah. Zippity doodah. It was hilarious. FT2R2. Okay, so that's where that needs to go. FT2R2, which is that way. Hole and then above hole, FT2R2. Alright, so that needs to go right here. Okay. Yep, that's the one. Alrighty. Let me get a little snippy. Ooh. Let's get some tape on there, and then that'll wrap it up for, I guess we'll call this the part 1. When I return from that consultation, there will be a part 2. Nice. Got our wires tacked in. And that is a good stopping a point. Get this thrown in at least. This tape though, it's gonna just be trash. And it is 1:30. I'm just gonna look ahead in this guide to see approximately what's next. Alright everybody, I'm gonna have to get going. Be safe driving, gotta watch for the intersection idiots. Hey, you not lying, and I live in Florida. Best drivers in the world here. So yeah, I'll be back guys.
have to go do this consultation. It's nice that I'm wearing the shirt for that. That feels kind of legit. I can't wait to get more shirts. Soon, 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 soon. We'll try and catch you later for the finality and testing. Hope your consultation goes well. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the well wishes. I will catch you guys in the follow-up. When I get back, it'll probably be like an hour or two. I'll grab food too. So let's see. I'm thinking I'll probably be back live maybe around 4:35. Oh, you live near St. Pete. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that area. The west coast of Florida. All right, y'all. Peace, love, and wolf, man. Peace, love, and wolf. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.